Hello, hello. I think I'm just about ready to get started. I've been sick for the past week, but I'm finally feeling mostly better today. Alright. Welcome. Ugh. I started putting together this little dungeon level week before last. We got these torches and stuff. I'm just playing around with particles and stuff. Couldn't really figure out quite figured out all the settings yet. Weird. Oh, I think that's a bug. So that should just be a quad mesh. But it's showing whatever geometry was last there. I think we could put multiple passes and it would spawn like different meshes each time. kind of want to work more on the actual character controller today. So we have walk, run, roll, jump, land. I don't know if land is actually playing or not. There's no script for it, so I think, let's see. Yeah, I think we're just going to the idle. Which really should be a landing state that'll play an animation if you're not moving, but if you are moving, then play a different one. And we probably also want to branch here, so if you've fallen a certain distance, then when you land, if you've fallen far enough, then go into a hard landing where you take damage and play a different animation. But I don't really want to mess with that right now. I think they do have a treasure chest opening animation somewhere that I can bring in, because we did make a treasure chest 2 weeks ago, so we could bring in that animation. I don't remember what it's called. It's the problem with these Mixima animations is they're pretty poorly named. Opening a lid, I think, is the one that I want. So, Mixima. Opening a lid. Or did that get put somewhere else? Got put in materials for some reason. Trying to remember how I extracted these animations. Save to external file. Animation. Open. Chest. And then we can and chest. So we can make a new player state script for the chest opening animation. I need to look at some of these other ones because I don't remember. Okay, it's this actually. Let's say super interstate. Super. Hi, Fulbaka, how's it going? Good. I'm working on some improvements to my character controller. I added a chest opening animation because we made a chest model. And so I want to make it so when you interact with the chest, it plays the animation for opening it. No, this is one that I found from Mixamo. Most of it, pretty much all the animations are ones from Mixamo for now. At some point I'm going to make my own, but I think it makes more sense to do that when I get the character model and rig fully where I want them. For now, I'm fine with placeholders. Let's see. Yeah, they take a long time. They're fun and interesting, but definitely takes time and practice, which I have not done a whole lot of practice with animation lately. Okay, open chest, and then we want a callback on the animation finishing. Oh. There we go. So that way it should, when it starts this state, it should play the animation of the chest opening, and when the chest opening finishes, and then it should disconnect, or it should switch to the idle state and disconnect the signal. We probably do want to make sure that we only run this if the anim name is equal to open chest. And I think we should connect to the signal before we run the animation. And then let's make sure that idle state is idle, and then in the interactor, let me think of how I want to do this. So right now, let's see. Let's look at the treasure chest. So this is an interactor here, or an interactable, which takes an interactor and has an interact function. Let's see. So it takes 1 second to open. I'm gonna probably need to play around with some timings and stuff to get everything to at least look like it's syncing up. So we can say in our player's interactor script, we probably want to have a list of interacting states. We'll have none, open door, open chest, read, talk, and cutscene. I'll have happens if another trigger occurs during the chest open animation? Good question. I am not entirely sure. But I think the way that I have it set up right now, let's see. I think I have it set up right now, so controller is not plugged in. Might need to restart. Okay, so right now, the player states can be interrupted by input, but not the interaction state. So like right now, I can walk around while the chest is opening. But I think if I set up these interacting states, let's see. So we can say begin interaction, and then it will take an interaction state. Begin interaction, and then we also want end interaction. So we can set current interact state to interact state. And then we can match current interaction state. Interact state dot open chest. We'll just print open chest. And then we'll say interaction state is equal to interaction state dot none. Let's see. I'm trying to remember how this guy gets banned. Sorry about that. Got a spam message. Trying to remember how match statements work in Gamedev. bot, yeah. Oh, interactions. There we go. So we'll also want the character control, or the state machine character controller. Open chest state. So this one will set state machine to change state, idle state, and then we'll say change state, open chest state, and then we'll actually assign state machine, idle state, and open chest state. And then let's see. We hop in the treasure chest. We can say interactor dot again interaction interaction state dot open chest. Weird. Enums work differently in Godot than I'm used to them working. Let's see. I guess that works. So I think the chest opening animation has like 2 seconds before it actually starts opening. Alright. Alright, I need to set this we need to set this to 1 shot, I believe. Let's see. It looks like it doesn't actually start opening until like maybe 2.6. And then let's see, how long does it take to finish? So from here to there, it's 5.6. So it takes 3 seconds. I think this only takes 1. Let's try that. It's a little better. Excuse me. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Had some gunk in my throat. Just put a couple of them in here. Thanks for the hydrate. I was drinking some water. It opened the opposite way I thought it was going to. And I can still spin while I'm interacting. And I need like a you got an item pose. Don't know that I have one of those. Let me check Mixamo. Mixamo needs so many quality of life things for it to be more useful, which it will never get because it doesn't make them any money. Let's see. guess it makes sense that the forward vector of the chest would be the front of it. Interesting. Not sure why that one didn't so like this one. Okay, I'm getting an error. Already given. So it's like trying to enter the state twice. Didn't get the error that time. Oh, I think I do need to, let's see. Send that. Let's see. So in ads are about to start. So the interactor is currently what was let's see. Not using this anywhere, am I? So we can just go ahead and in this state machine here, we can see player dot velocity equals vector 3.0. Open chest called twice. Why is that? Is calling open chest here. So we'll just break out of this whole function if we're already in the, if our current interaction state is equal to the one that we're setting it. So that should fix the double call of that. And then let's see. go. Okay, so I think one thing we want to also do is when we open a chest, have a position, or like have a node that represents the position and rotation that the player should be in when they interact. Let's see. So we can just add a node 3E called player location. And node 3D. Marker 3D, I think is what I want. That way I can see it when it's not selected. And this will just be called player location. If we drop links here and we let's see, editable children, if we grab the animation player, we go to open chest animation. Grab this here. So somewhere we need to grab this player location and like lerp the position and rotation. Oh boy, a raid. A Renee raid. Welcome, Accursed Theater, to my little game dev corner here. Howdy, everybody. Welcome. Hi Sage, hi Draco, hi Meister Jazz, hi, hi Senpai, hi Stevicus. Hello everybody. Hi Eli, hi Ale, hi Servina, hi Korhawk, hi Renee. So many people here. Welcome. I'm Grizzhoot. For those of you who are new here, welcome. I'm an owlbear. Been building this VTuber thingy in Unity, using the Xbox One version of the Kinect to do my face and body tracking. Ale, you weren't following? How dare? It's okay. I've been playing around in Godot lately. Thank you for the follows. I hit my follower goal. I'm over 110 followers now. Woo! It's okay. Yeah, so I've been playing around in Godot. A while ago, I played through Wind Waker on stream, and I got really inspired, and I was like, what if I make my own little Wind Waker game in Godot? So I have been working on thanks for the floof, Senpai. I'm very floofy right now. Floof. That is my best channel point redeem, is the floof. But I have some other fun little thingies I can do. Like, I can hold a game controller for when I'm doing gaming streams. Yeah, my save reminder throws floppy disks at me. My hydrate reminder spawns like a LaCroix can that I can drink out of. I have a D20 redeem that throws a D20 at my face. And I also have the posture reminder is a shrimp that throws a shrimp at me. I made a lot of silly ones that I don't use very often. My current LaCroix is key lime. Key lime and limoncello are my go-tos right now. Yeah. I can also I can have a sword and shield for when I'm doing my Zelda stuff, and I can play the Wind Waker. And I have some costumes that I can wear too. So I have a Link hat that I can wear, and then I only streamed like once during the holiday season, but I do have a Santa hat that I can wear. It's just the Link hat with floof. Yeah, my D20 is fun. You can just throw a bunch of D20s. Save reminders throw floppy disks. Posture reminder throws little shrimps that are very bouncy for some reason. And yeah, I have like some different like poses and animations I can do. So I have like my gaming one, and I can like, you know, I can still do my little body tracking stuff, and I also have a PC one that looks like I'm typing. I use that for when I'm yeah, perfectly bouncy shrimps. So yeah, I've been working on this little thing in Godot. Let me show you what I've been working on. So I have this little guy. He's a lynx. Because, you know, it's like Link, but it's Lynx. And he can run around. He's got a sword. Can roll. I have sort of a little auto jump, where if I like go off a ledge, I can jump. I can collect little rupees, and I can step on spikes. I can drop bombs, and the bombs do damage. And I I have like this bombable wall here that I could drop a bomb in front of and it will blow up, and it killed me. So I died. And then today I've been working on treasure chests. They are kind of janky right now, but I can open a chest. There's no items in them yet, but they open, which is pretty neat. And then I also built some procedural tiling textures a couple weeks ago. So I was building this little indoor dungeon scene to play around in. So these materials are, I made them in Blender using like geometry that I baked down into textures. And I made little torches, playing around with like atmosphere and mood and stuff. Eventually I want to make this into a full little game, but right now it's kind of just I was really out of practice with game dev stuff, and I wanted to practice and make a cool little thing. But I've been working on it for a few months now, on and off, and it's cool. So this is a cool little feature that Godot has, where you can basically take a bunch of like boxes and stuff and shove them together, and it like turns it into a 3D model that it like combines them all together and has collision and everything. I made the doorway in Blender. Got my little Blender scene here that that is old, I think. I have a separate scene that I was using for my texture generation. So it's kind of cool the way that I set it up. So this is a trim sheet. So it's just like a bunch of cubes that have displacement modifiers, and it's displaced based on like a noise texture. And then I just bake that down onto a cube or like a plane. Yeah, just bake it down onto a plane. And then I have, what's in this one? I don't remember. I didn't do a very good job of like keeping this scene super organized. But yeah, you can do some really cool stuff with baking textures. I made like a rock one and a trim one and a brick. I thought I had a brick one that was just bricks, but maybe not. Maybe that one was in my main file. Yeah, I think that one was in here. So I have like, let's see. Yeah, I made like bricks and a stone floor that is just like 4 tiles, and baked those into these normal maps and ambient occlusion maps. And then I can just throw those in Godot, which is pretty cool. And then for my characters and props and stuff, I'm using this fun little trick where let's see. So I can grab like sections of the geometry and like stretch it across these little colors. So this is like a really tiny texture. It's basically like pixel art resolution, but by stretching the UVs across, you can get like free gradients, which is pretty cool. Or you can just, you know, like make solid colors. And I built a rig for my little guy. But I haven't done any like actual animation yet in for this project, but yeah. So I did some texture painting for him. I made he's got like some different eyes. And his head is like hand painted. He's kind of just a placeholder for now. I eventually plan on redoing him, but I did make him a little rig. It's got inverse kinematics and stuff. Custom controls, and this is all like a handmade rig. This isn't auto-generated or anything. Yeah, IK Kikis. It's fun. But yeah, I was doing some experimentation with using so I have actually downloaded the character model for Link from Wind Waker, and I was looking at how they did some of this stuff, which is a really good way of learning. So like Link's stuff, this is how they did Link's UVs for his body. So like most of his UVs are taken up by like a boot and like this section here, but they did a little bit of gradient by stretching over some of these sections, but it's, you know, it's super low res texture. And then they have different mouth and eyes that he can have. So he has, it's layered, so he's got his pupils and then like an eye there. And then he also has some different eyebrows. So I was like looking at how they did some of the shading and stuff like that. So in Godot for my character, I made a custom shader for the eyes. Let's see. Can I find... So he has a different one texture for his mouth, and then he's got his eyes, his left and right eye, which is this node-based setup that it's an alpha texture for like the opening of his eye, his eyelids and stuff, so I can animate having different levels of openness, and I can also like separately scale and offset the pupil, and then I combine them into a single texture. Yee, Juno, howdy. I'm showing off my my Link's character from my Wind Waker inspired game. Yes, very Wind Waker eyes. But Wind Waker does some funky stuff that I haven't really replicated because I didn't feel the need to for what I'm doing, but they did some like custom draw order stuff, so his eyebrows render in front of his hair like in anime. But you know, my guy doesn't have bangs like that, so I didn't feel the need to set anything up like that. But it was very cool to learn some of that stuff. I also learned a lot from this website. I will show you momentarily. So, noclip.website. Very cool resource for looking at how they did environments for games. So, you can turn on some filters that will show you like the wireframes of things. So you can kind of see a little bit how they built some of this stuff. So they use like vertex color for shadows. So like without the vertex color, everything's really blown out, but with the vertex color, you can kind of see like there's some shadow information. I was looking at kind of how they did the paths and stuff to recreate. So I just made like some really simple textures for this ground here. Let's see. So I have like, where are my textures? Some of the textures live inside the 3D models. Anyway, I have like a tiling grass texture and a path texture that is, it's sort of like a trim sheet where just the top and bottom are grass and then the middle is a tiling path that tiles horizontally. But I was able to like lay out the UVs in such a way where you can kind of see here, but you can kind of bend the path and like branch it, distort the UVs to make little things with just two textures, which is kind of neat. There's also like a circular path that I used as well. But yeah, lots of cool stuff that I've been learning in Godot. Been very fun, and I've learned a ton. Godot is very cool. So yeah, we were working on making it so I just added this little like node location thing for where the player should be when they interact with the treasure chest. So I need to set it up so when the player presses the interact button, it moves them to the right location, so when they play the animation, it doesn't look horrible. So I've set up this like state machine system of all the different actions that the player can perform. So each state has its own script. So there's like, you know, idle, walk, run, roll, jump, fall, land. And then I also have like interacting states, like opening a chest. So when the player enters the interact state for the chest, it kicks off the open chest animation and like clears out any movement that the player has, temporarily makes it so they can't move until the animation's done, and then reallows movement. So in here is where I need to move them to the proper location. Open chest location. It's gonna be in node 3D. And we want to player dot position dot alert. Getting ahead of myself. So I need to assign this somewhere. So right now the interactor is what is setting it to the open chest state. So I think the best way to do this would be, hello, it's working. Connect is working. Connect is how I do all my tracking. Yeah, I can actually, I think I have I want that. So I have a little visualization that I can turn on. You can see me IRL. So the connect is keeping track of where my joints are in space and generating like positions and rotations for each joint. And then through the API, the connect API, I'm applying those onto a skeleton. I'm doing some filtering and correction, but one cool thing is the Kinect also can do face tracking. It's not doing it super well, but like my head feathers I can control with my eyebrows. I can blink and open my mouth and stuff, but the lip sync isn't super great on it. I want to make some improvements to that at some point for my 1.5 or whatever. So I think in the interactable script itself is probably the best place to have a position that we store. and that way we can, the interactor knows what the current interactable is, and we can grab the position from the interactable. So our treasure chest is an interactable type. So I can assign that there. And then in our interactor, open chest state dot I guess we can just make a function called the move player to position. We don't need that. We can eBay, that sounds awesome. Good luck. We can say start. I'm trying to remember how to do tweens. This is GD script. So Godot has a built-in editor for GD script, which is why I'm using it. I'm more used to C#, so I'm making a lot of little mistakes that I wouldn't make if I was using C#. But it's alright. I have to look stuff up a lot. Let's see. How do you do tweens? Position. And then duration will be script. We say open chest state dot what did I even call that function? Move player to position. Player position open. I think that should work. It looked a little janky, but it worked. Cool. It's almost 4:30, which is about when I normally wrap up. This has been fun. I got a decent amount of stuff done. Yeah, it's definitely has some Tunic inspiration. Let's see, can we like make it look real janky? Honestly, not horrible. Like it's a little jank, but like if I'm completely facing the wrong way, I don't think I can even. Oh, that's weird. I somehow interacted with it without entering the interact state. Weird. Oh, you know what? I think it has to do with the way that Godot. Yeah, it's kind of working. The way that Godot handles like what I would call prefabs, they are scenes, and they are not unique by default. So if you have two instances of an object in the scene, they don't, and you change the state of one of them, it can change in both of them. So I'll need to look into that. I was having a similar issue with the bombs, where like blowing up one bomb would like every subsequent bomb you would place would be like partially exploded or already finished exploding by the time you spawned it. Yeah. Speedrunning way to break the game. But yeah, this is fun. But I think I need to wrap up now. So I think I'm gonna raid Barry. He just started streaming a bit ago today and streaming some Ace Attorney. So I think we'll go say hi to Barry. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks Renee for the raid. Have a good one. I will be back on Thursday with more game dev stuff. So if you liked what you saw, come hang out on Thursday. And I will be back on Saturday with a continuation of my Ocarina of Time randomizer. So that should be fun. Anyway, I'll send you over to Barry. Have a good one. Bye.
Within the first